Bon voyage, Mr. Molesworth. Three giveaway bundles for Tasty Classics. 3 Tasty Classics giveaway bundles with some of that stuff in. That is so slick.
Nous vous prions de lire attentivement les instructions de sécurité affichées dans votre compartiment.
Which has got to 140 so easily. Oh no! The only thing we've been able to get is this, which is a Volkswagen one. It is pretty quick up here, but the engine is getting hot. High engine temperature. Oh man. Hello, welcome to Tasty Classics. You join me outside Halfords in Maidstone. I'm giving this freshly restored Focus ST3 the ultimate durability, speed and handling test by driving it all the way to the Nürburgring after we spent all that time making it all nice. But it's not all been smooth sailing so far this morning, which is why I'm here. Let's go back a few hours and find out why this stereo is hanging out the car. It's currently roughly 3:51 in the morning and I'm at the workshop taking the stereo out because it is locked on phone, which I think is basically mute, and it's locked on there, so I'm going to disconnect it and reconnect it, similar to sort of like pulling the battery in and out, and I'll see if that makes a difference. I've just done that and absolutely no difference whatsoever, so I'm now going to try and unplug it again, and this time unplug this stereo control there, because that's apparently what puts a phone is like silent, and yeah, and this is just not what you need at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got a... So Halfords open at... What time do they open? Now I'm going to try plugging it back in without these cables in. I think one of them is for phone and the other one's the aux, so that'll be great if that works with removing the aux. Anyway, going to remove that white one, see what that's like first, see if it fixes it. Nope, that's not fixed it. I've tried like smacking this as hard as I can as well, but yep, it's not playing ball, nothing works. Cool. Pulled this black one out now as well, let's see if that works. And that is a negative as well, that does not work. About to do a 5-hour drive, no tunes. I've got my earbuds with me so I can put my earbuds in, but I don't like doing that, but I've not got any other option. Unreal. So I've got a potential fix for like 120 quid, which, well, let's just throw it all in and see what happens. I've just gone for a single DIN Bluetooth, cheap, the cheapest one I could buy, and a fascia plate and, you know, little wiring harness adapter there, so it should all just be plug and play, which would be really nice. I could have gone down the Android Auto route and get a sat-nav in there and stuff, but I'm just going to, you know, I'm probably going to park the car up after this with a cover over it, so don't need it. And I've got a sat-nav on my phone anyway. Nice. It's fairly ill-fitting, exactly as I would have thought. So it only utilises those, doesn't utilise the steering wheel controls or the auxiliary in the glove box, but whatever. As long I just want my tunes. That's all I care about. Yeah, it'll do for me, like tunes. Oh, tunes. how bloody good. Look at all this mess down here, so much crap everywhere. I'm a big tidy up when I get to the train, and that's where I need to get to now. I'm in a rush, I'm going to be late. I hope they still let me on, don't let me pay again. 120 quid, fixed. Thank God for that. Right, let's go. I've made it to Le Shuttle. Only, well, not that bad, an hour late. Could be worse, could be worse. This is pretty much just the same as like a Tesco self-checkout. Identification of booking in progress. Let's go confirm if all details correct. Is it going to let me through without having to pay another £500? Oh shit. Please declare your vehicle fuel type. Petrol, baby. You arrived too late. You can transfer to the next airport at 11:36. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, so an hour and a half. Yeah, next. Get some breakfast. You know, have a little wander around. Get a little UK sticker for the back of the car. Boarding 48 minutes. Perfect. Enough chance to clean the car out. You know. Bon voyage, Mr. Molesworth. Ah, cool. So busy here at the moment and so windy. Car is here, present, correct, ready to go. Sticker on. I've had a feed. I'm ready. Let's get across that big bit of sea. I thought it was quite interesting as well. My sort of boarding thing here, T5, the lane. We're in a T5, aren't we? It's like the Volvo T5, isn't it? T5, turbo 5-cylinder. At this place again, wonder if we're going to get our bottoms felt. Hopefully. That's just come on as well, low washer fluid level. I've only used them like twice. Oh, that's fine. It's a weird looking dog, isn't it? Must have escaped from someone. Listening to a lot of King Crimson on the way down. In the Court of the Crimson King. Masterpiece, isn't it? Here we go, into the weird sort of dystopian world of Le Shuttle. Everything's brown and grey. Just slap a bit of colour on it. It's terrifying. Imagine being a kid and going on this for the first time. You'd be like, Mom, Dad, can we go on the ship instead? This is scary. We're going upstairs, driving inside someone's train. So it has been a pretty eventful drive down, really, and I'm about to speed through a glass tube through the sea all the way to northern France, which is pretty cool. So while I'm heading through the sea in a car on a train, crazy, why don't we go and see Ben and see a little modificaciones that I did to this Focus before I left. Not me, I'm the Ben doing the test video. You need the Ben at the workshop, I think. Thanks for that, Ben. I'm in the workshop and you are now in the past. So before I left, I got a big box delivered. I don't know if you've been watching the channel for a long time, but the first Nürburgring video that I made for Tasty Classics was when I took my Amiga. And when I took my Amiga, it had this on it. And this made the car go boom. This is by a company called RESURRECT. I'm just a bit of an advocate. I like air filters on cars that are as big as your head. If they're as big as your head, then they're cool. It's just how it is, you know? And one of the chaps from RESURRECT said, hey Ben, I watched that video and I thought it was really cool. And I've watched some of the other videos. Can we send you a big box of stuff? And I was like, yeah. Now I've not had a look at what this all is. I thought we could just have a quick go through it together. But I do know I needed to have opened this before I headed off in this. I've sort of got the feeling that that big box there is going to live in here. Now initially when I was doing all this stuff, I did think about keeping the cars that I take to Nürburgring standard. But look, a little induction kit's not going to hurt, is it? You know, it's not going to add loads of power, you know, much power. It might add a little bit of the top end and stuff. Anyway, I like these because of the noise. Not too bothered about the power, the gains, because it's probably going to be quick enough. But I like the noise. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Jubilee clips, some this, which I'm pretty sure I know where that goes, and that goes on, yeah, it's all another bit there, look. Oh, wow, right, I think that awesome bit of sort of cut things with RESURRECT written on it goes where the battery goes. Like an ECU cover. Whoa. Oh, and that as well, maybe. I don't know what that is. Is that a tray for something? I guess we'll figure it out. Oh, it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's only sort of 2 bits, isn't it? And then you attach all of that. Oh, God. Pro RAM. So nice. Look at the size of it. Hello. Hello. Does it pass the as big as your head test? Yeah, it does. This is so sick. I guess that bit goes onto there, like so, and you just tighten all that up. That goes into the car. And the main benefit I'm going to get from doing this is that when I put my foot to the floor and it comes on song, it'll sound like that infamous Audi Quattro 5-cylinder turbo thing. It'll go, what? What? It's going to sound amazing. A lot of the noise does come from the front of the engine as well as the exhaust at the back, you know. Just use this 1967 Triumph Vitesse as a table. There's loads of other stuff in the box though, so let's have a look at this first. This looks like a slightly creased, but I'm sure those will fall out. Big RESURRECT banner. There is a lot of space on that back wall that needs filling with stuff. This is stuff, I'm going to put it up there. It's dead cool. I just like, you know, I like stuff like this. Bit of an advocate of like things that I like and I've used in the past and I enjoy. If you've got a car and you want to be a bit of a chav and make it go bomb, then these are the guys. And you can get like the universal filters and stuff so cheap from them, so I do recommend it. What's this? I think this is another banner. Is this the same, I wonder? It is, I think it's the same. Amazing. I might give this away. Do you want a RESURRECT flag? Banner? Stay tuned for the giveaway. Right, what's this? Where's that razor blade gone that I stuck into the box? There it is. He did also say to me on the email that, it's not very sharp, that there might be some stuff in here that I can use to like build my own sort of induction kit or intake for the Capri, which would be super cool. Very, very handy. Nice, look at that. So I think this is just, yeah, universal cone filter with a load of these reduction rings. So whatever pipe you've got on your car should be able to make this fit. Probably good for MX-5 or something maybe, I don't know. Oh, this is like key rings and things. I love key rings. Got lanyards. How many those have we got? We can put one of those in a giveaway thing that we do. Yeah, that's cool. How nice is that ram air keyring? I'm going to put that on the key for the Ford because it's not got a keyring on it. Oh, got enough of those to give away as well. Ah, nice. This is a sort of old-fashioned style ram air universal kit. The foam one, like this. That's really cool. Again, just a load of reducers and stuff in there. Very nice. Shall I put one on this Vitesse? No. Oh, nice. Air filter cleaning kit. Performance cleaner and oil. Awesome. But again, this is stuff maybe we could just, you know, we could do a bit of a giveaway for, you know. Maybe by the end of this segment, I'll have thought of what that giveaway could be. Oh wow, what's all this? What's this for? Oh, this is what he said about the Capri. Yes. Loads of pipe work and things, I think. Nice. What's this for, what does it say? Performance Universal Intake Kit. What's in there? Oh, yes, nice. I think in here is a little baby one. Oh, how nice. Little baby filter. We can use this, I think, for the Capri, which will save me a bit of money. Anyway, thank you very much for Ram Air for sending me all that sort of stuff. That's really cool of you. So look, I've got this banner, I've got a universal air filter kit, there's loads of, you know, cleaning kits, and there's lanyards and key rings and stuff. I think that's awesome. If I combine it with some stickers and hats and maybe like a t-shirt and other bits, if I make up 3 giveaway bundles for Tasty Classics, 3 Tasty Classics giveaway bundles with some of that stuff in. Let's do this as a competition, right? You ready? You ready to enter? The 3 most liked comments on the channel, on this video. So leave a comment, and the most liked comments, the top 3 most liked comments by, I don't know, say 2 weeks after the video goes out. The most liked comments after 2 weeks after the video goes out. I'm making all of this up as I go along. I don't know if you've noticed. Yeah, I'll get in contact with those 3 people and get your address, and we'll send you out a box of stuff. Does that sound good? Sounds like fun, doesn't it? So think of something good to write that other people will like, and put it in the comments below. If you don't want to win anything and you just want to buy something to give me money and help me fund this very expensive but very fun endeavour, you can buy one of these. This is our new mugs. I only sell like really like high quality stuff in the merch place website. Links in description. Tasty Classics. But you can buy this mug. And one of the cool things about it is it's much bigger than other mugs. Look at the size difference. It's huge. And it's like, yeah, it's just really cool, high quality. I think it's unbreakable as well. I'm joking, I don't think it's unbreakable at all. Don't know, we could try it, couldn't we? Shall I do it? Shall I drop it? Yeah, it's unbreakable. Amazing. It's made out of metal or something, I don't know. It's got a bit of a dent in it, but it's on patina, isn't it? Right, okay, let's throw this thing together. Is this like instructions? Yeah. 2.5 turbo, 5-cylinder Focus. Look at all these pictures and everything. Right, number 1, disconnect the battery. Definitely not going to do that. Remove the under tray from underneath the car and do the mounting brackets for the radiator. Remove the slam panel. sounds like it's potentially quite a serious bit of kit, this, isn't it? Right, this instructions looks very, very good, but I think what we should do instead is just make it up as we go along. So let's have a look at some pictures. Okay. Probably don't need that yet. Probably don't need that yet. Don't need those yet either, or that. Don't need these clamps either. Oh, it's got stickers. I like stickers. It's going to go there, as far as I can see. This thing has got to come out the way. Why does it want me to remove this front slam panel? I'm not going to do that. Remove the air intake scoop. It's a lot more complicated than the air filters I used to put on things. I do remember as well back in the day putting a pair of tights just over the air intake on the front of cars, and that worked equally as well, I found. I also did it with a black sock once, and it sucked the sock into the air intake and completely through the engine. It's a very, very thin black sock. It just went carried on. Incredible. It's genuinely a true story that it ate. It was a Peugeot 405 1.9 SRI, and it ate a black sock when I was 18 years old. It's annoying as well because it was one of those black socks that I used to put over my trainers to get into clubs. Okay, now what? Unplug the MAF sensor, which I think is this little job here. The only annoying thing about doing stuff like this as well is that my insurance are really keen on knowing the modifications of the cars. So when I do stuff like this, I do have to pick up the phone and go, "Hi, yeah, I've just put a new air filter on the car." And they go, "How much performance does it add?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know. We're an insurance company, I just drive a car, I don't know. Stop asking me." Remove the cover and unbolt the ECU from the airbox. That wasn't attached anyway, so that's okay. Oh, this is loose. Whoa. Okay, so there's an ECU there. Okay, that's cool. There's only 2 screws holding that ECU on, so that is now fallen off. Can I just pick this airbox out? The airbox is huge. Why are you so big? Is this why it wanted me to remove half the car? Oh, that's easy. Why so complicated, Ford? If you had a crash, this airbox would be a huge bit of crumple zone for you, wouldn't it? Potentially you have to use a bit of glove strength. If you put gloves on, it increases your Volvo badge, increases your strength hugely. Why? You're not attached to anything. It's just this thing is in the way, which I can't move because it's the engine. Oh, hi then. Just in time to watch me destroy this Focus. Look at all this space now for activities. So much space. Oil filter access, everything. So much easier and better. Really good. That was a bit of a struggle though. Look at it. Look at the size of the thing. Why is it so big? You know, you've got to talk about restrictions of airflow there, like huge. Step 10, it says ease the airbox feet out of their rubber mounts, then remove the airbox from the engine bay. It is a very tight space, so take your time. This is why you lowered the radiator in step 3. But what they didn't know is that I didn't lower the radiator. Right, remove the MAF housing from the airbox by undoing the 2 screws. Came out with absolute ease, that one. What about this one? Install the supplied plastic spacers onto the posts on the rear part of the ECU enclosure, which I think is this. Yeah, so rear part, this thing. Nice, okay. Attach the lid of the ECU enclosure. Oh nice, yeah, there you go. Very cool. When I started doing this, I was kind of hoping that it'd be a 2-minute install. It's a little bit of a faff if you're thinking of doing it. Only it's not because of the air filter's fault, it's because of the car. The car is quite faffy. You know, this engine was meant to live in a massive Volvo V70 or something, wasn't it? Not a front wheel drive Focus. I mean, that was kind of worth it. That is so slick. Just looks really nice. OEM plus look to it, you know. I really like it. Still going to tidy these things back up, putting all this stuff back on so you won't see those bare wires. It's just to make it easier to sort of move in. But yeah, they're nice. Install the MAF sensor housing onto the intake pipe using the supplied silicone hose and clamps. Install the silicone elbow and air filter onto the MAF housing. Goes with one of these. This is a really good tool I've got. I slagged it off a couple of other times. It doesn't usually fit a lot of Jubilee clips, but when it does fit a Jubilee clip, it's flexible as well. It's a dream. That's awesome. So cool. So that'll live like that. It's important to try and have all your Jubilee clips facing roughly, you know, looking the same as well, just for aesthetics. Speaking of which, would have been nice if that was up there. Nice. Just the Pro RAM is at the top, goes under there. Oh, okay. Pro RAM. Is that it? Reinstall the following parts: cold air scoop, yeah, slam panel, radiator brackets, reconnect battery. I think we're done. Let me throw all this stuff back together and we'll have a look at it. Let's put this thing on. Is this going to work on here, do we think? I don't know. Nice. Doesn't it look cool? Should we see what it sounds like? Ben, if you could just give me a quick demonstration of what it sounds like when you're driving. Hopefully that sounded pretty good. Visually, I think it's awesome. It's really, really smart. Love this sort of metal box here for the ECU. It's just dead cool. Let's fire it up. Well, it still runs, so that's a good sign. Let's give it a minute, and then we'll give it a rev, and we'll see what it sounds like. I'll get it off the ramps while it's warming up. If that doesn't give you the absolute horn, then there's no hope for you, is there, sadly. Right, back to Ben in the car.
Nous vous prions de lire attentivement les instructions de sécurité affichées dans votre compartiment. En cas d'urgence...
So we're just approaching the station now in France, which is pretty cool. Thanks to Ben for telling us about that modification. What do you think of it? It's pretty good. And good news about that giveaway as well. So put 3 comments in and then we can do the thing, and I'll read them and I'll be like, oh, that one's got 3 likes. They can get a box of stuff. France, I've got my sort of Leon sunglasses on. That's not the only reason. The other reason is that I've lost my other ones, but these ones are pretty cool. I've also just found out that a place that sells like pastries and stuff in France, or at least over there anyway, is called a croissanterie, which I think is pretty cool. It says here 4 hours and 55 minutes to go. I have got a lot I want to talk about with the car, so as we get on some more interesting roads like the Autobahn, I want to see what this thing will do. I want to see if we can get it up to faster than the 140, or was it 145 that the Audi did. I feel like we can get a bit more out of this thing, hopefully without all the body kit and side skirts flying off as well. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know how well you can hear this noise of this car on the camera, but that induction kit is awesome, and it sounds like an old Audi Quattro. The Audi Quattros, you know, the rally cars, they were 5-cylinder, straight 5 cylinders, 5 in a row, and they had that very, very distinctive sound, and this has got it, especially with the big exhaust and turbo and dump valve and all the extra bits. Accelerate onto the motorway from the petrol station. Like an atomic bomb under the bonnet, amazing. I've just put 60 euros in of petrol, which has got me back up to a full tank, and because I don't know if you know this, but I am a man of culture. I like to experience local delicacies, you know, and I'm abroad, I'm on holiday, so I picked myself up a WYNNE Frank. Now, it says Vertraud Smack. What that means I'm not sure, but it looks delicious. So let's jump into that. Oh, try not to drive into a ditch. Oh, okay. Oh, look, it's a tiny little one. It's a tiny little chubby one. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's one of the better ones I've had. Petrol station sausages. Amazing. Almost zero urge to throw up. Pretty good. Not bad. Got myself a can of Old Faithful to wash it down with. And I've also got myself a little treat. Lotus Dinosaurus. Is it Dinosaurus? Dinosaurus. So I'm going to get stuck into these, probably smoke a cigarette, and then by then I'll surely be in Germany by then, won't I? Focus is doing an amazing job. So windy today though, like, I want to do some Autobahn stuff, but if it's this windy it's not going to be ideal because of the buffet. We want a nice clear day really to get the most out of this, but we'll give it a go anyway, you know. Hopefully you can hear me, but I've got the window open because I just want to show you something. People put like spoilers and splitters and stuff on their cars and they think like, you know, it's going to give them loads of aerodynamics. Well, it will. Take your hand when you're next driving along and doing 70 mile an hour, when it's flat like that, nothing. Just tiny little change like that. Watch how much it pushes your hand back. Watch how much it forces your hand back. Now imagine that was a massive big length of plywood on the front of your car or the back of your car. it is going to make a really solid bit of difference. I'm doing 70, imagine what it would be like at 140, you know, it's going to be huge. Just do it next time you're driving along. You can like, if you're wondering what angle to put your splitter on, just like get your hand and try it. Like, do you want to do that much? No, because you'll be trying to slow you down. Probably about there. Science. I've been driving for pretty much exactly 12 hours now, and you're not going to believe this, but I haven't seen a single other Focus ST of this shape. It's weird, that, isn't it? Because like in my head I thought, oh, they're dead common, you see them all the time. It's the first one I've seen. I've not seen any. This is the only one I've seen. I wonder what it's going to be like at the Nürburgring. I think on Saturday when we go for a little walk around, we'll try and find any ST Focuses of the Mark II shape, Mark III shape, Mark II shape, ST3. They are, you know, are these becoming a bit rare? Did they all rust away? Who knows, it's almost 20 years old now. One and a half hours remaining to go. Car is perfect, apart from the traction control light keeps coming on. There is an ESP fault. Thankfully though, I don't particularly care about ESP, so I'm not bothered. I'm experimenting with new camera angles. I've got myself this upgraded sort of helmet cam, which we're going to have a bit of fun with on this trip, and also this little cherub here, which allows us to see the speedos really well. So let's just see what the acceleration's like in this car. 4th gear. Well, it did 130 fairly quickly then, didn't it? The Audi was 145, I think, so still got a little bit to prove. Land Rover. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get a break in the traffic for this today, so we might do it on the way back instead, when I leave early in the morning and the autobahns are empty. Really windy, so I don't know, and we are going slightly uphill, which has got to 140 so easily, but yeah, it's very, very windy. And yeah, that was a proper uphill section. Might stand a better chance on the way home. It's the last little stretch now, 25 minutes. I'm tempted, it's just about to go 6 o'clock. The track is open for tourist farting tonight. I am tempted to get back to the hotel now, drop all the gear, and then get out on the track because it's 21 degrees, beautiful blue clear skies. I don't know, I just fancy it. I've not really had a chance to put my foot down much on this journey so far. What do you reckon? Do you fancy it? So I left the house at 3 o'clock this morning. It's now 6 o'clock, but it's an hour ahead, so that's 14 hours on the road. Nice, fine. One very interesting thing is, different from the TT, my back's fine. This is I think it's just because of the extra space. There's loads more, look at the headroom. There's loads more space in here, and that sort of like directly equates to comfort, really. If you're a big fella like me, anyway. Right, I'm staying in Nürburg this time. Not Adonai, we're staying in Nürburg. So it's literally just here. It's an absolutely gorgeous little town. The Piston Klaus is just down here, so we can get a nice little steak at some point. And there is a castle right there. Be nice to get the walking boots on and go and try and find it, wouldn't it? And this is me here, Hotel Nürburg. Nice, we'll be staying in one of those apartments there. Right, let's get checked in. Ooh, look at that Integra. Right, I smell pretty translucent. Petrol, we've got enough. Oil pressure is good. Temperature is decent. Washer fluid is low. I just want to have a little, I just want to see what it's like. So then, you know, maybe I could have a think about it, if there's anything I need to do, you know, not that there's a lot I could do, but I just want to have a little trundle around. No heroics today, because the car's hot, everything's hot. No heroics, let's just have a little spin, you know, and by spin, I mean drive around the track, not spin off. Don't know how busy it's going to be, doesn't look too busy. Hello. I've not got a timer on or anything, because this is no heroics. Oh, it sounds good. Where the red line is on this thing, I don't think it's the day to find out. It seems to want to pull all the way up to 7 though. 7,000. Oh, nice. She's fast. She's a fast car. Sorry to do this to your Focus, I know you've had a hard day, but... Okay, it's really fast, this car. Oh, brilliant. Quite the nippy thing. Just heard something in the boot that I obviously forgot to take out. It's a shame I haven't got a camera in the back, because there's a race prepared 3 Series E90, the Ring Freaks one. It's just, I've just left it for dead. Has he seen me? Yes. brakes are hot already. I'm not racing him. I'm not racing him. I could, but I'm not going to. He's got a sports car, I've got a shopping trolley. Just take it easy. First lap of the trip. No heroics. It's a nippy car though. Really nice turning, really nice. Didn't think it was going to be very good. But it is. Oh, a little bag. Brakes are very, very hot. I mean, they've been hot all day, been used all day, so I'm not surprised. Oh, listen to that. Oh yeah, oh, pedal's sinking. Pedal is sinking. Ooh. Right, got to take it easy. Pedal went to the floor then. Ah. Yeah, brakes are red hot. It's probably worth mentioning at this juncture, if we just nip back a few days ago to Ben in the workshop, because I did change my brake fluid to the ATE. See round the ring, he is living the dream. This is the Ring Freaks BMW. I've had to take it a bit easier because of the lack of middle pedal. But yeah, I did swap the brake fluid, but I think it's just had a long day, hasn't it, you know? Oh, bit of a yellow. Oof, Porsche, oh dear, expensive. Is that a Golf R32? Absolutely sick. Very cool. Middle pedal is running out again. Traction control is on as well, I must add, because It's only the first lap, isn't it? And I'm just testing the car, you know, I want to know what the car's like. I don't know, do I? Can it fly? Oh. I think so, yeah. People maybe underestimate these Focuses. Oh, what's happened there? We've got a tyre issue. Something's happened to a tyre, I think. Something happened to a tyre? I can't tell. Let's let this Fiesta past. I've got a puncture. Oh yeah, something's happened to a tyre. Something has happened. Oh no. I don't know what's gone wrong, but something has gone wrong. It's hard for me to explain. Feels like something's not attached as well as it should be. Right, let's get into the car park and have a look. Difficult. I don't know if you can see the smoke. Can you see the smoke? Something absolutely red hot underneath the front of this car. Oh no, what's that black stuff? What has happened? Something's got very, very hot in there. Oh wow. Just been trying to find out what's wrong with this thing.
Jack.
Jack, are you the guy with the black Amiga?
No, it's grey.
Ah, right, yeah. A couple of guys come and say hello. Great. Can you help me fix this?
Yeah.
Potentially it might be something fixable. Oh god, it's wet as fuck.
Yeah. Is it from that drive shaft thing? The clips can't come off.
I think I might have sent her a bit too hard there, bud. Oh dear. Wonder how many of those I could drink tonight and still do a sub 8 tomorrow. That was a joke, by the way, of course. I don't know what that is, but it's really hot and everything, and let's just leave it alone. I'm going to try and find someone with a vehicle lift tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Get the car up on the lift and have a look and see what's gone wrong. And I think potentially the sliding around was just the tyres. If that's the case, that's not good, really, in the scheme of things. So, I don't know. It's such a nice beer. What would I like a sponsorship of most? Red Bull or Bitburger? Oh God, right, yeah. Sleep on it. Let's decompress. You know, done 14, 15 hours behind the wheel today. Tomorrow morning we'll come up with a plan, and I'm just gonna get on the phone, try and get some contacts. Rent for Ring's got a ramp, and they're just there, so I might drop them an email, see what they say. The tyre, you can see where it's got very warm. My sort of thoughts with this, I don't know if you can sort of tell on camera, it's not really made for the track. These grooves in the tyre, fantastic wet weather tyre by the looks of it, but these are just so big that this tyre is gonna, that is, if you got rid of these grooves, imagine how thin that tyre is going to be. You're going to go from a tyre this wide to a tyre sort of this wide because of these massive grooves, and that I think has led to this just being a bit crap. So I don't know really, bit annoying. You know, maybe after it's not been driven for 14 hours and it's sort of cooled down from the day, I might stand a better chance on the track, and maybe it's just taking it one lap at a time. Anyway, let's get off to the Crown and see if we can find out what went wrong. Focus is going in. See if we can find out what's gone wrong. Oh God, the exhaust has melted the bumper as well. It was very hot. Yeah, things got super hot yesterday. That's going to want blading off. You know, like with hindsight, I should definitely have just let it cool down overnight before I went out on track, but fingers crossed we'll be able to find out what's going on. Right, Nick's got this up on the ramp for us, and it's not the worst news. Lots of CV grease everywhere, and our problem is that massive hole in the CV boot, which is, yeah, a little bit of a ball ache, but it could be worse. At least I've not, you know, cracked the gearbox or anything, you know. It's just how to fix it now. And also discs, you can see how hot they've got. I mean, you know, in the colour difference there, I'm gonna have a little think about what to do with these, because I've got probably brake pedal that's going halfway down, really soft. It's not going to be ideal for trying to do fast laps. The Crown guys are just the best. CV boot coming, and we're going to try and bleed the brakes as well, which would be awesome. Just put some fresh fluid in it, because that fluid might, I don't know, I've just boiled it up to death, and I think maybe let's just change it again with similar stuff, or maybe even a little bit better. One of the issues with the car as well is it is really heavy, very front brake dependent, you know. The Audi had massive rear discs, this not so much, so it's relied on them front brakes a lot yesterday. So we're gonna have another go at the fluid, and hopefully that'll just bring that pedal back up and give me a little bit more confidence. And the Focus is sat next to Ross's, what is it? Some sort of Nissan?
Yeah, that's a S14.
S14. Absolutely gorgeous. I have got a bit of JDM in my life as well. I've got a Mark 1 MX-5, of course.
Oh, brilliant.
But this is proper. Is that all oil at the back? Yeah?
Yeah, that's from the diff. So I had a CAS 1.5 with diff, which now has no teeth, and the whole is plastic.
Oh fuck! It's
So
wow,
yeah,
look at that.
and you can unlock it. Or you should be able to unlock it, and it will just spin.
And you can
freely.
lock it by inserting a pin through that hole.
You could literally spin it freely. So it's well and truly fucked.
Shit, man.
It broke down at the top of the hill just before Crown Performance, and me and a couple of my mates pushed it down and just left it outside the garage. So yeah, she's cooked like. But
have you got another? How are you fixing it?
My mate Will, shout out to Will. He was coming across yesterday. And he also has a 200SX, and he brought a diff with him. So I just phoned him and asked him to bring a diff, and it's in the car already, and we're good to go again.
So you've already done the swap?
Yeah, diff's already done. We've done it at 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, well, it's only 2 bolts, isn't it?
Yeah. 2 bolts at the back, 2 bolts at the front, pop the drive shaft out and it falls out the car. So.
Amazing. What a sweet ride. Well, if I do see you on the track, it'd be, yeah, anything done to the engine or anything? Or?
So it makes... It's 290 wheel horsepower.
Nice.
It's got a Pulsar G25 550 turbo.
Brilliant.
Custom manifold, custom exhaust, all that kind of stuff. But the actual engine itself is still standard. It's just an unopened low mileage engine. So
absolutely love it. But yeah,
last year and it was flawless. So thought we'd bring it back this year and blow the diff before we go here.
finding the weak points, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, don't we know? I should have done the boots.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, really, really gorgeous looking car. Absolutely love it. So nice. As well, these guys that run this place, they're English dudes, so you know, you don't really have to worry about the language barrier and stuff, which is very, very handy. And they have looked after the Amiga the first time I bought that up. So right, we're going to try and get some stuff and we'll get it changed. I'm a man on a mission. Crown, guys, amazing. I've got to go and find a CV boot. I've got to get one. They're going to fit it for me, which would be brilliant. I just need to get one. And they, because it's all their gear and their tools and stuff, they're going to fit it for me as well. So this car's cost me a bit of money this trip so far, hasn't it? I'm also going to ask them to do the brake fluid because it did get really hot, and I'd like to try and change that again to make it better, because the pedal is just, the travel on it's too much, man. It's lost all of its sharpness that it had before I sent it around the Nürburgring after a 14-hour drive. I wonder why. Interestingly though, listen to this car. It almost sounds better today. So good. I'm just leaving place number 2 that I've tried. The first place, which probably would have one, is closed. He's on holiday, so there's just nobody there. Just my luck. I've just been to another guy that's recommended. He hasn't got one, so I'm now going off to another guy that he's recommended to see if they've got one. It's all good fun, isn't it? It's only 11 AM though, and it's Friday, so you know the track doesn't open till 5 anyway, so I'm really hoping this guy's got one. I don't want to drive the car too much with the CV grease being deleted, because it might blow the CV joint up. So let's take it steady. Manhella couldn't help. Let's try place number 4. They have told me Reader Motorsports. This is an amazing place though. Mante there, Porsche guys. Loads of Porsches everywhere. Really cool. That's Reader there, that's where we're going. So, sit rep. Nobody's got one, can't get one, very difficult. Nobody around here really carries stock like that, you know. They might have a Lamborghini drive shaft, but not necessarily a ropey old Focus ST CV boot. So I can't get one. The Crown, amazing guys, have ordered just every sort of universal CV boot that they can get, and we'll try and make one fit, and then we'll just send back whatever we don't use. That would be amazing. Problem is with that, they're not, the parts won't get there till 3, so it's now 11 o'clock. The track opens at 5. I might potentially be able to get it done and get a lap in, I'm not sure. It's not a 2-minute job swapping a CV boot, you know. It can be a little bit involved. Just decided to go for a little stroll up to the castle, and I wanted to try out these bad boys. They're on sale for like 80 quid, and I'm trying to be a bit more active, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go and do some exercising. Done a couple of hours of editing, hour and a bit of walking and stuff. It's great, isn't it? And I might get a kebab while I'm up here as well. I don't know if you can hear all the cars go. I think it's like a track day or something, but can you hear them? Amazing. Wonder what's up there. They should just, you know, if they've gone to this effort, they should just make a road and we could drive up to it. It'd be like a drive-through castle, wouldn't it? That'd be better. Not sure who they were trying to like keep out with this castle, but whoever it was, if they just paid 3 quid, they could have got in. Not even 3 quid, €3, and they could just walk through the door. Weird. The views are something else, so I don't know how well I'm going to be able to zoom into these. but it is all glorious. Just having a little read. It says the castle was built at an unknown date before 1166. 1166 was blooming ages ago. So long ago. And then it says in 1689 it was destroyed by French soldiers. I've always wondered why the French got a bit of sort of negative press when they come here in the cars, because you get people from all nations coming in the cars, but I don't know, they don't like the French so much, and it's possibly because they knocked down the castle. Some of the castle anyway. Hope you can hear the cars in the background as well. It's awesome. It's so cool. Cars and castles, I love castles, and you know, as well as cars and castles, they do amazing beer here. Food's really good. What's not to love? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Medieval shipping containers, look. Nice. Right, I think that's enough time killed. Let's see if we can't fix this Focus. It's almost 3:30 and we've still got no CV boot delivery. So I'm not sure what we're going to do there, but we're going to do these brakes. Change the fluid, just make it nicer, better. Hopefully, I think I've boiled it, I've killed it. So we're going to put this machine on.
Let's see, because maybe we have to remove this plastic.
This is what's going to go in. E55 AMG.
Yeah, I buy a crash and I fix it myself in Spain.
Shit, man.
Yeah, it took me like 3 years to do it. I do body build, engine, well, pulleys, radiators, a lot of things. I buy another one just to fix mine.
Nice.
And I take the lights, banner, from bumper, wings. I took everything of that car, and I paint also. I learned to paint.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Same as me. That's what we do, innit? Just build the cars.
Yeah.
There's no point going out and buying a brand new one, is there? You just build an old one.
Brand new second hand.
Yeah. Due to us. Look at that. Pretty toast.
And look, now the car is looking like this.
Wow, look at that. What a beast. Something I'm going to steal when I get back to the workshop. It's got a little hook with a chain to hold the bottle up. I'm always dropping my bottle, aren't I? That should be the name of your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
El Chapo on cars.
Guys give me this nickname. It's my first nickname in my life.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's funny for me. You think that is a good idea?
So this is the shaft, and as you can see, it's a circular boot on it. The only thing we've been able to get is this, which is a Volkswagen one, I think, with these lugs on. So our idea is to cut this just into a circle shape, and hopefully it'll fit on that once we clamp it all on. It's the only thing I can think to do.
Sharpest thing that I have here.
I mean, it's not the end of the world, it doesn't have to be totally perfect, but as long as we can get it pretty nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
Amazing. Amazing. I think when I get home, I'm going to have to get the pressure washer out as well, unless I just leave it like this, of course. A bit of anti-rust never hurt anybody, did it?
Now, I think that it fits really good. I try and it's really good.
Perfect.
It's going to seal perfectly.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Got new clips to go on as well. They're in a bag somewhere.
We have.
There you go. All new clips ready to go on.
Yeah.
Should be absolutely fine. Maybe even back out on track today. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
If you're easily shocked, look away now. And relax. Nice. Perfect job. Quality. At the Crown they also hire these things out. They've got loads of them. They're everywhere. There's like 5 over there. So you can hire these, can't you?
Yeah, €100 a bike, 3 hours a session.
And just fly.
Great fun. Great for everyone. They have so much fun on it. Look, he's already at home on it.
It's the first time I've ever been.
But you can go to all the viewing areas, everything, anywhere you want to go. Just arrived in here as well. Oh man. Wow.
Just a little bit.
That is a car. Hopefully we'll see that going around the track. El Chapo just slagging off rusty UK cars there. Where you're from, that you don't have any of this sort of stuff, do you? None of this?
No. This is so weird for me. I come from a place that's impossible to see.
It's so unfair. This is Morton's BMW, or how do you say your name properly?
Morton.
There you go. I tried to pronounce it and I thought I'll just say Morton instead. Under his instructions, I think he must get that a lot. So this is his BMW. I've just been looking at it. It is the sickest thing I've seen in a while. Look, it's incredible. It's got like cut slicks. It's look at it. I'm totally speechless. And it's got Haribo, which is very, very important. Pretty sure you're not a racing driver unless you've got a packet of Haribo in your car.
It's just adequately sized.
Adequately sized snail.
I had it at 242 on GPS 2 days ago. And I still have 1 gear left.
Does it? It looks like it could handle fairly okay. Does it? Is it handle good?
Yeah, it's. I think it's still a bit on the soft side. However, I don't have much more adjustment to go on the K Sport coilovers.
That is amazing. Have you done the work yourself, or did you buy it like this? Or?
No, everything myself.
Everything yourself.
Everything.
I'm making a turbocharged Capri, Ford Capri. Yeah. So I'm doing an ST170 4-cylinder turbo conversion. So seeing that, good inspiration.
Yeah. The only thing I haven't done, I made all the adjustments, but I still don't know how to weld aluminum. So that is the only thing I haven't done.
Me either. It's amazing. It looks good so far though. Looks really good. We're in, clips are on, cars all together, just looks the business, ready for the track. These are like the best sort of group of people you can have at the Nürburgring. They're out here saving cars, getting everybody back on the track. It's just what it's all about, you know. I love it. And I'm so glad that I'm not going to have to worry about this now as I'm driving around. I'm not going to have to think, oh God, is the CB joint going to explode? Because I know it's all right. It's got fresh grease.
This is the van. That's everything that I took from Spain. I mean, this is everything that I have in Germany at the beginning, you know. And
you just slept in here and
I just put my bed from my room. I take my bed of my room and I put it in my bag.
Mate, it's fucking class.
Under, I put the stuff for cook on the table.
Just what else do you need in a car? Nothing.
Yeah. And then I have heating seats, xenon, electrical seats. Oh look, this is the best part.
What sort of time does it do around the ring?
Time?
Yeah.
I don't put it in the ring. I have to raise one English guy.
Oh yeah.
Because she says that his Spanish better, so we are gonna raise, you know.
Nice. What is this? What the hell? How have you managed to do that? How is this possible? It's Saturday. I didn't get a chance to get on the track. That sounded fast. Didn't get a chance to get on the track yesterday. It's 10 AM. It's so hot. I'm going to take it super steady for this lap because I just want to test the car, make sure everything's okay. That Porsche in front's really noisy. Super steady lap today. We've done a few things to the car yesterday. Feels good. The brakes feel a lot better. Let's just take it nice and easy for this first lap. And I mean that this time. This car sounds so good. I hope that's coming across on the camera. Sounds amazing. Traffic is, to be fair, quite heavy today. There's a lot of people here. One of the reasons I couldn't go out last night as well was that the queue to get on the track was so long, so I couldn't just turn up and go on. You'd have been waiting half an hour, 40 minutes, and I just ran out of time, unfortunately. Bit of a fun lap to start the day. It wasn't going fast, just chilling out. 10:25. You know, let's just you know, stay alive, keep the car alive. I want to check tyre pressures and things. Front tyres are just not up to the job at all. I'm going to do my best with them, but I think I'm going to cook them quite quickly today because it's so hot. The heat from these is just unreal, man. For one lap of not even going hard, the tyre is red hot to the touch. I mean, that's crazy. Even the back tyres, red hot. Wow. Managed to get a nice spot though. Let's have a look what that heat's done to the tyre pressures. Just on the back, we're up to 36 psi, and this is on the back. That's nuts. So I'm going to take 6 psi out of that. Look at that, almost 40 psi in this front tyre. If you just put your hand over this and feel the air escaping, the air is hot. That looks like it'd be a bit of fun, wouldn't it? Nice car. A lot of the real heavy corners are right-handers on this track. So these two tyres get a sort of glut of the punishment, really. So here's the thing with the ST. After a quick Google, it's hard to get an exact idea of how much this weighed and the TT weighed, but this is potentially like 200 kilograms more, which is nuts. The TT was four-wheel drive and everything, but the TT was a lot smaller. You know, this is huge in here. And this has come with a couple of problems. Like, it is heavy on brakes, it's heavy on tyres. It's just like, to make this car go properly quick, you'd need to get a decent set of tyres and a very, very, very decent brake setup, because like they're just, you know, not the best out the box, as I'm finding. You've just got to find a way to sort of get the heat out the brakes as fast as you can, because there's too much heat in the brakes. I was trying not to go heavy on them. I was sort of staying back and stuff there, and even then I could feel like, oh bloody hell, I feel a little bit different than they did. So yeah, real hot set of discs and pads you'd need, I think, for this car to make it a little bit better, and much better tyres. Suspension wise, feels pretty good. You know, it's going around the corners quite nicely, but I don't know, not really pushed it. 1025 isn't pushing it. You know, could we try and get close to a 9? Just go a little bit quicker? But again, I don't know what it's going to be like. Might get loads of yellows, just don't know. Only one way to find out though, isn't there? I can't get over how hot it is as well. It's 11:05 and it's almost 30 degrees. That's crazy. It's red hot. Everybody's sweating, the cars are sweating. I don't know if, you know, hopefully we see a bit of cloud cover or something for this afternoon. I don't know. Got the feeling this is going to be a hot and sweaty lap for both me and the car. Low washer fluid level, still haven't topped that up. It's just not an opportunity, you know. It's not like I've been in a massive workshop or anything. To turn you off. You've got to rely on this car now being able to make up the difference in the braking and the cornering that the TT had in its sort of straight line speed. Quicker than the TT through there. How much can I rely on these brakes? My confidence level with the TT was really high, really quick. Definitely not so much with this. Come on, again. Fucking hell. My brakes, no good. Fuck, getting really hot already. Spanish dude in a Renault. Who is loving his brakes. I'm not. got past him. We got past him. Oh, spinning into third as the tyres lose all their grip. Use the engine to brake. That's a good idea. In front of us again. It is pretty quick up here, but the engine is getting hot, high engine temperature. Oh man, oh wow, we're hot. Turbo engines, man, they just don't like it. Come on, let's try. It's the temperature gauge went into the red. I don't know if you can see that. And it is just above the red, just below the red, sorry. Come on, you've not got loads left of this lap. We're at the carousel. Got to keep the revs down. When the temperature running through the engine bay is 30 degrees, it's hard to cool it down, isn't it, you know? Oh, red hot. Come on. Don't want to kill this engine. But also, I do want to get a good time. Use all of the track. Paid for it all, I'm going to use it all. Got to try and carry as much speed. I'm getting a bit more confidence in the tyres. Oh, knife edge. Love it. Try a little bit of lift off oversteer then, just to get the car facing the right way. It's understeering like mad. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. The sweat is in my eyes. I lost power, what's going on? I'm in 6th, not 4th, back! So we're coming up to the end of the lap and I've still got tyres and I've still got brakes, which is great news, but I did run out of engine a couple of times. God, it sounds so good! Oh, it's got a real nice chuckability, the car, which is handy. It's similar to the Audi because of the fact that it's front wheel drive and rear wheel drive, but if you are getting a little bit understeery, you can ease off and try and sort of, you know, the back end of the, let the back end of the car lift off oversteer, and it worked a couple of times then. I wonder what we did. Temperature's going back down to the middle. That's good. The fan is fighting for its life. Coolant's all good though, we're all still attached. Still wet in the coolant bottle, so I mean, what more can we ask for? She is hot, hot, hot. Very annoyingly as well, Harry's didn't record that lap properly. Said I did it in 3 minutes 35. Pretty sure I didn't. It is quick though. So I'm gonna have to work it out for the video, which I might be able to do tonight, or potentially try and do it on the camera. I'll check the camera, see if I can do it on that while I'm waiting for this to cool down. I'm gonna leave the bonnet open, get myself a cool drink as well, see some of the cars. That goes against everything I believe in. I found one, searching around. There is another one from the Netherlands. Also, bad brakes.
Shitty brakes.
Shitty brakes, man. So shitty brakes.
Don't look at the exhaust.
Oh wow, mine's belted my bumper.
And we don't even have a back box anymore.
Yeah, perfect. You don't need them. It's an MGZR 160 that's made it to the Nürburgring, unless they've trailered it here under its own steam, which is really impressive. I don't know how well you can see a lot of these like dots and sort of trails on the floor. Everything's struggling with the heat a little bit. The guy with that Mercedes M was just telling me his head gasket's gone, so he's having a problem and something is smoking its tits off over there. That Giulia then, that Alfa Romeo Giulia, smoking like mad. Smell like clutch. A couple of other people saying it was clutch. Smoking, man. It's so hot. Who'd have thought it was hot in August? Weird. Let's walk back to the car and see if it's cooled down, see if we can get on track again. The good news is we have done a faster lap. I used the video because it's the Harry's lap timer didn't work, so hopefully it does work, because I won't mind some sector information as well, and I've not got any. We haven't broken the 9-minute barrier. We did a 9:02, so we are quicker than the TT, but I've got no sector data, so I can't sort of see, you know, where we're quicker. There was a lot of traffic on that last lap. We got caught up behind a couple of cars. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to do a faster one. Got to get under 9 minutes, man. Let's see what we can do. It's probably worth mentioning stuff with the heat. Again, I never really tend to come this time of year. I tend to come like the start or the end, just because everything's a bit quieter and a bit cooler. And like the clutch smoking on that Alfa there, you're sat in traffic for so long, and these cars, when you've got hot brakes and hot everything, they just don't want to be sat in traffic, man. Stop, start, riding the clutch all the time. They just don't want it. Maybe avoid August in the future. Hello. Hi. engine on this car is so nice. Saying much in this lap because the track's relatively clear. I want to make the most of it. There's a fully kitted out Golf here, Mark 5 GTI, roll cage, tyres, brakes, suspension, everything, and I'm reeling him in, which is fun. Cheers, mate. Temperature's climbing on the engine again. Come on. It's got a big hill coming up here. Brakes are going as well. Pedals got a lot of travel. A lot more travel than I would like. Right, this is where the engine's going to get hot now. This is a very steep hill. See that gauge on the camera. And it's just foot to the floor all the way, 110. Pizza, a little bit burnt. High engine temperature. Come on. Cool down, cool down. I know you're hot, but I'm not taking my foot off the gas. It is cutting power though at the top end. Oh, a TT. it. Very high engine temperature. Fuck, come on. Have some more gears. Oh no, we're well hot. Right at the top of the fucking red. Oh, come on, I don't want to cool down. I mean, I don't want to slow down. Cornering speeds instead. Come on, CT, come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Give them what they want, you know. Come on, tyres. Not much longer to go. Oh, fucking hell, that's some... that was some air. Wowee. Can't wait to see that photo. Still got brakes, I've still got tyres. This is really good news. Oh, that Kumo's being torn to shreds. Oh, nice! All the high revs action. It's cutting power at 6. Oh, high engine temperature. The temperature is going down. Not so much on that gauge, but we're cooling right down, which is great news. Sweating beads. Great. Wonder how fast we did. Felt fast. Managed to bag a bit of shade, which is in quite high demand, and the car, it seems to be like bedding in or getting better. I mean, it's just like that last lap was phenomenally quick, and it felt quick, and despite the overheating, which, you know, it doesn't do it all the time. It's just, you know, when you're going through real heavy sections, when you're under serious load, it's just getting hot. It's a hot day, car's getting hot. Standard turbo car, you know, big turbo cars like to get hot. But it's doing really well. The brakes, they haven't given up. They, you know, even at the end of that lap then, there was still brakes. And the tyres, I mean, they're cooked. The tyres are, you know, I mean, they're still red hot to the touch there now, but they're working, they're doing the job. Really pleased with it so far. And, you know, the engine cooled down almost straight away as soon as I came off the track. Everything else feels so good. You know, you're talking gearbox, even though I sort of misjudged 4th for 6th before, you know, a couple of little things like that, they're all quite close. It feels really good. Clutch feels really good. The steering perfect on it. It's spinning up in 3rd, you know, on sort of hard cornering. It's great. I'm enjoying it. It's a pretty good car. Scores on the doors then of this Focus. What do you reckon? Should we save it till we get back to the Tower of Power? No, I'll tell you now. 8 minutes and 51 seconds. It's the new top of the board. It's the new champion. We'll get some 0 to 60s out of it when I'm back in the UK, I think, because I don't want to blow anything up, and I'm going to really try. But it's fast. 8:51 is great. It says 29 on the car, feels more like 39. Just been doing a bit of editing and stuff in my nice cool hotel room. Come out here and it is crazy hot. It's making me think I'm not 100% sure if I want to do any more laps. Just because I don't want to risk fucking the car up really before I drive it home. So hot. And there's like, I've just sort of noticed there's just like a lot less activity about. Like it's 4 o'clock and there's just people are sort of not doing much driving around because everybody's got really hot race cars. I can see the track from the hotel as well, and just you can hear as well the track, and there's just that sort of a lot less activity going on than you usually sort of expect at this time of day on a dry day. But I think everybody's just like, it's just so hot, all the cars are going to start acting up. So yeah, it's just not busy on the track at all. I just watch it now. It's been ages since a car went past. So I'm going to head into Adelaide. I'm going to do a little bit of shopping, get myself prepared for the long trip home tomorrow. I hope it cools down a bit. Maybe do another lap. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think there's anything to benefit me doing another lap, to be honest. I've got 2 laps left on the card though. I would like to do them, but that 8:51 was a screamer. So we'll see. Okay, this is the last lap of the trip. It is smoking hot, 30 degrees, and I thought it'd be fun for you to sort of have a bit of a bird's eye view. Is that right? Bird's eye view? I don't know, or like a first person shooter view of the track from where I'm sitting. But I'm not going to go too crazy because it is so hot. I'm just going to have a nice easy lap. And I haven't got much fuel. It's using 1/4 of a tank to a lap, I think. So I'm just tooting around here really, not going into the high revs, not doing anything crazy. Just having a bit of fun, and that Civic is awesome. I love it, look at that. Oof, we got a Suzuki. Oh, he's on a bed, truck bed. Still under yellow? Okay. This bit that we're on here now, this is probably the fastest bit of the track. When I'm getting to where this little crest is, you're looking at knocking on the door of sort of 140 mile an hour really, which is pretty cool. And you've just got to sort of make sure that you scrub enough speed off for this corner, because this corner can catch a lot of people out. If you get onto the grass accidentally, you can lose all your traction, and if you're doing 130, 140, it's game over, you know, as this fella's sadly found out. Another little cool Civic in front. Mark 1 Focus ST170. Come on, the boys. Oh, love to see it. Really nice. I'd like to take one of those here. ever get bored of how this car sounds. Stop chasing him. Why are you chasing him? I'm not chasing him. So there's 50 zone signs here, 50 kilometers an hour signs, which is weird, isn't it? Nobody follows them. This is the big hill. This is where the engines get hot. But again, I'm just taking it easy. I'm in 6th gear, just sort of plodding along, 3,000 RPM. Nothing crazy. But I think maybe you can see by the amount of traffic on the track, there's just, it's just so hot that I think a lot of people are sort of looking at their cars and thinking, do you know what, I won't risk it. Same as what I'm doing now, just like, let's just have a couple of little quiet laps. It's bank holiday as well in the UK, so I know a lot of the Brits are staying till Sunday, and maybe we'll see some cooler weather. This is what the carousel looks like. It's pretty cool. Should we overtake some stuff for a laugh? Okay. Smoky BMW there. Is he rolling coal? He is. A lot of time for that. Really good. Oh, what's this? Is that a Daewoo? What is it? Mitsubishi? Toyota? It is a Daihatsu of some description. Really cool. Nice. Trying to keep it in my pants, you know. Now I can see everybody going quite slow here. I think they're all trying to like cool the brakes down and stuff. Cool everything down before getting off the track. Right, how did we get on in that slow lap? A 10:47. Wow. I hope you enjoyed that sort of first person view of the track then. It was a long lap, that was like 10 minutes 45 or something. So just imagine, you know, we could do an 8:51 almost 2 minutes faster. And if it looked like, you know, we were going quite fast during that lap, try doing it 2 minutes faster. I think we're done. I think this is it. This is the end of the road. Annoyingly, not for me. I've got 14 hours drive back home tomorrow morning, but that's fine because I've got a very, very nice car to do it in. Do you like it? I mean, it's really nice. Really, really, really nice. It's behaved not impeccably, I'll be honest, but like today, just as I'm sort of driving around, it feels better, it feels tighter, it feels good, everything feels okay. It's going to be perfect driving home. It just feels like it's settled in. You know, now that we've done all that work to the car, it had a couple of little teething issues and it's now settled in. It's been a little bit eventful, this video. So what have I sort of learned about this beautiful fast Ford? Well, a couple of things. I can't really sit here and like directly compare this to the Audi TT because it would just be pointless. They're two very, very different cars. The TT, if I could pick any car to drive around the Nürburgring again though, out of the two, if the TT had the 225 engine in it, it would be that. It's a very different car to that TT. You're sitting much higher up in the driving seat. The suspension's a lot softer. It's fun, it's chuckable. You know, the favourite word, the best thing you can have with a car is chuckable. It is chuckable, it does do that. You know, there's plenty of confidence there. The understeery bit is, you know, much worse than the TT, much, much, much worse. And just a bit, it's heavy. It's a big, heavy car. You feel it, you can feel the size of it, you know, it really, really can. Again, if we're going to compare it to the TT, which we shouldn't do anyway, because as I said, they are very different things. As you know, driving here and back though, definitely this, much, much, much more comfortable, loads more space, just a bit of a nicer thing. The engine is amazing. What an incredible engine. It does get hot if you absolutely nail it, like I was doing there in 30-degree temperatures, but it's difficult to find a car that doesn't really. I mean, I was talking to a lot of the other guys that have been around today, and they're all saying the same thing, just saying, yeah, engine temperatures are creeping up, which is understandable. But yeah, the engine's so nice. That 5-pot, I'm never going to get bored of that. It's just such a nice thing. It's like, it almost feels when you're driving it though, that the engine doesn't particularly belong in this car, which it doesn't. It, you know, it should be in a Volvo estate. But you can feel that. It doesn't feel like it's right. And it's, the engine's very, it's such a good engine, but it's like almost like a dial. I'm going to try and explain this now. It's like a dial. So it doesn't, like, you know, a flywheel will, you know, it gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. This feels like it's just, it doesn't have a flywheel, and it's just wherever you want it to be on the rev range, that's how much you press the throttle. Because again, it's a very, you know, it's a powerful engine, but it's sort of, it doesn't give you tons of feedback, and it's not like, you know, gears wise, you've got quite, you know, the turbo sort of, the red line, none of it sort of is very useful, you know, as you're sort of driving along. Whereas the TT, it was, you know, you could really sort of tell when the sort of power was coming in and out. With this, I don't know, kind of not so much. It's just power, 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 power. I feel like stopping now. Power, 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 power. Maybe no power. Oh, some power. And it's weird. It is very, very strange. And I think some of that is to do with the weight of the car as well. It sort of pulls back on it when you go over bumps and things. It's just, and I'm sorry to the Ford fanboys, I am a Ford fanboy, and I'm not going to enjoy saying this any much as you're going to enjoy hearing it. It's not a well-built car. It's just not a well-built car. In terms of your sort of just, I mean, everything. Where do you want to start? The gear shift is just, it's vague. You've got to be quite, you've got to know where the gears are. The stereo was crap. I loved throwing that in the bin. It was a paperweight. It was just a plastic, horrible mess. Hated it. It didn't work. I relied on it to give me entertainment for 5 hours in the car, and it failed, and I'm just not into that. That's not cool. The rust, everything under the car, you know, all those bits, everything just rotten to pieces. And do you remember when we got the TT, which was older, perfect underneath, didn't need any work underneath at all. Everything was superb. This needed everything. It was pretty rotten. And like all the bits that, you know, the side, the skirts, the body kit, The exhaust at the back where it's melted the thing because the exhaust, when you go around a corner, it just moves. And there's nothing I can do about that. I need like concrete rubber mounts or something. It just moves. I just, yeah, really, really annoying. I could try and lower it right down, but I'm going to end up with like a gap like that underneath it. And yeah, I mean, simple stuff like brakes and things like the handbrake. I don't know if you noticed earlier on, but there's a brand new caliper on that side because the handbrake mechanism broke inside it. Tried to fix it a couple of times and just, it worked for a day or so. And then as soon as it got to a point, it'd just stop again. So loads of little things like that, and you can tell when you're in it, it's one of those things. This is a Ford, an Audi's an Audi. I still love Fords, I still really love this car, but if you wanted a comparison, which you're probably all going to be asking for, that's it, you know. So would I recommend that you go out and buy one of these over a TT? Would I, if you know, with my money, would I go out and buy this again? The answer is yeah, definitely. This is going to rocket in value compared to the TT. The TT will probably, you know, do okay, but there's a lot of those about. These all rusted away. You know, I've seen one other in the last 4 days and I should be surrounded by them, you know. There's a lot more of the newer shape STs, but the older shape STs just haven't, you know, they haven't stayed around. It's a 3-door, Recaro seated, turbocharged blue Ford. It's going to do well. I would definitely buy it again. It's a very fun, love the noise. You know, it's comfortable, it's great, it's big, spacious, big boot. I would definitely recommend it. It's a much easier car to live with than the TT, providing you're handy with the spanners. So in a second, well, not a second for me, like 30 hours for me, but a second for you, we're going to go back to the workshop. We're going to launch this thing onto the Tower of Power. I'm going to get the 0 to 60s, we're going to put it on there and we're going to see how it's done. I also, on the way back, I'm going to try and get some decent Autobahn runs, depending on what it's like time-wise and all that sort of stuff, but I'm going to try and see what this thing can do. I reckon it'll do 150 quite, you know, maybe 155, depending on how windy is it and stuff, quite easily, really. Just quickly, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to a couple of people for helping me out with this video. Ram Air for sending me the kit. It's sick, makes the car sound amazing. Bit of a ball ache to fit, but well worth it. Sounded really, really good. And I like it, so thanks for sending me that and all the other stuff, very appreciated. The Crown Performance, if you're thinking of coming to the Nürburgring, you need to just add them on Facebook, add them on Instagram so you've got them and you know who they are. If you need anything, they will look after you. You know, imagine if you get here and you get a couple of punches or something, or just anything happens, just like me, my CV boot, they'll sort you out, you know, and you'll get home, you'll get back on track. Just add them in case you need them. They're like the AA, but in a old warehouse in Germany. And also, I really, really, really want to thank the Patreons. The Patreons allow me to have that little bit of cash in the bank just in case anything like the drive shaft and things like that happen, the stereo and stuff, you know. It just allow me to have that flexibility where I can come and do stuff this and that. I'm not worrying about the bottom line all the time. So if you're one of the Patreons, listen, thank you so much, really, really helpful. And we've got a couple of new things coming for you soon, new cars and stuff, which I'll be picking up in the next couple of weeks, so we'll get some good videos put out on there. And if you do want to join up to the Patreon, the link is in the description. There's loads of other videos and stuff on there for you to watch. I don't like it when there's lorries there, because there might be something in front of the lorry that you can't see and it just pulls out. Okay, are we going to get a good stretch? 110, 120. 130. It's quite windy still. Slowing down a bit, easing off. Just get around this corner so I can see what's up ahead traffic wise. Being blown all over the place a little bit as well by the wind, not ideal. Sunday morning. Surely we've got to find a decent enough clear stretch. I want to see that magic 150. Getting so close to the golden 150, but I can just absolutely perfect, and then there's just a little bit of traffic. Oh, keep trying. So windy though, you can see how fast the wind turbines are going. It's so windy. Going into a headwind, you know, it's just hard for the car. I can feel it. It's struggling. Come on, 145. We've seen that. Oh, come on. No, don't, you have to stay there. I think that might be all of our chances. Traffic is just a little bit heavy. Now we're coming up to the exit now in 3 kilometers, so I just don't think we've got the motorway left. Run out of Autobahn. It's fun going this fast though, and it's legal. Weird, really cool. But yeah, that's probably it. I have made it back to the UK, where I don't know if you can hear, but it is raining at about 15 degrees, which is just, you know, that's sort of how it is. Is that summer over now, end of August? Probably. The car drove back perfectly. Not just perfectly, like better than it ever has drove. The car's superb. Done really, really well with that car. I mean, this video, we've had our ups and downs, haven't we, with the car? The stereo braking on the way down. Oh, what a nightmare that was. But, you know, it's now, I think, after everything's settled in, it's really good. It's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you for coming along on the journey with me. You know, I really appreciate it. It's been a long video, this, and I really appreciate you sticking through to this bit of the video, to the end, you know. It's been a lot of fun. Really, really, you know, a great trip, and I'm looking forward to the next one already. And don't forget the giveaway. I've got 3 boxes that I'm going to build up. Whichever comments get the most likes on this video in 2 weeks' time, after this video has gone out from the Friday, I'll send you a box each of the Ram Air stuff and some Tasty Classics merch and some other bits. We've got air filter kits, everything. It's going to be good. So get commenting and just put something down there, and, you know, see how many people like it. Maybe you'll get 5 likes, maybe you'll get 500 likes, who knows. So we'll look at the lap time first. We already know the lap time, so these things they got to go down. 8:51, pretty good. I reckon potentially, looking back at the video of that lap, there was probably a little bit more in it, especially at the start, and you know, there's potentially a couple more seconds in that car, a few more seconds I could have done that car. I think realistically, August and August half terms, probably not the best time for me to go down the bank holiday and stuff. I was stuck in the Le Shuttle for like almost 7 hours on the way back. A whole different story altogether. I'll talk about it on the podcast, give it a listen. It was a crazy trip back. The 0 to 60 though. The best 0 to 60 so far is the Audi TT. The most I could get out of that was 7 seconds, 7.48 seconds. Where do you think the Focus has gone? The Focus, the engine only drives the 2 front wheels. Audi, it was all 4 of them. Well, because of that, you know, traction is a bit of an issue. And the best I could get out of the Focus was .91. It's the fastest. It's up there. It's the top. It's the fastest. The Focus is the fastest. I kind of assumed it would be. It's interesting though, even with the front wheel drive, and you can see in the clips that I'll put up, you know, there is traction issues there, but yeah, the power sort of pulled through. Really good. Top of the leaderboard on both. What am I going to take next? I'm excited to find out. Whatever it is, I wonder if it's going to be faster or slower. Anyway, thanks very much for watching again. It's been amazing, and I will see you in the next one, next Friday. And I'm glad to be back on the spanners. You know, there's a Triumph behind you here that needs some love, so I'm going to get cracking on that. See you next time. Bye.